Well, one of Albuquerque's top high schools could be headed to the principal's office, so to speak.
Yeah, because teachers and students at La Cueva High are now accused of cheating on that state's dreaded achievement test. The Public Education Department is now investigating La Cueva, and it's all about the SBA. It's the standard-based assessments. The state has strict rules for when students take them. One of them is that kids are not supposed to ever leave the classroom without an escort. But that's exactly what one teacher says happened at the school, and the same with a student we talk with.
Sometimes we get breaks in the middle of the test, and some people can just walk around and tell each other what they did, and if they had a problem on the test they didn't get, someone could easily tell them the answer and they could go back in, finish up later.
La Cueva's principal told teachers about the investigation yesterday and is supposed to alert parents soon. The state nor APS is talking about the investigation. The high school wrestling star accused of roughing up and bullying a younger teammate at Rio Grande High earlier this year is not off the hook this morning, even though he caught a big break in court yesterday. Nick Chavez was in court facing felony battery charges. But the problem is really no one else from the case was there. Not the sheriff's deputy who saw what happened, nor the victim or the witnesses. So the judge had no choice but to drop Chavez's charges. Deputies admit they dropped the ball yesterday, but that doesn't mean Nick Chavez's case is closed.
It doesn't go away. The same charges will be filed, and then, like I said, he'll be back in court and go before a judge for these charges.
Now, Metro Court says it mailed everyone involved in this case notices about the hearing last month. However, the deputy involved says he never got it. We don't know if that's the case with everyone else as well. A fraternity at UNM with a history of acting up is still suspended right now. Yesterday, the university ruled that for Sigma Alpha Epsilon, better known as SAE. The frat's in trouble now because a young woman in a sorority says she was raped after a party at the SAE house earlier this month. It's been getting into trouble for years for things such as hazing, booze-filled parties, and fights.
Child's classroom isn't getting smaller anytime soon, at least not for a year. Smaller classroom budgets mean crowded classrooms will stay in place. Legislation signed by Governor Susana Martinez waives certain educational mandates, including class size and length of school days. Lack of money has forced many schools to limit hiring new teachers despite growing enrollment.
If you're looking for a new job, head to the Workforce Connection Center in Albuquerque today because dozens of companies are hiring. Job fair starts at 10 this morning. It goes until 3 this afternoon at the center off Mountain Road. It's near Broadway. 37 companies are set to be there, including the city and the county, plus everything from Lockheed Martin to Lowe's and more. The last time that Workforce Connection had a job fair, 400 people got hired. It's a pretty good number. And in Portales, today's your chance to tell the Water Authority what you think of the Ute Pipeline project. The public meeting about this starts at 10 this morning at the Memorial Building. Well, P&M customers in Santa Fe may soon find out what the company plans to do about some billing errors. The Public Regulation Commission, which watches over P&M, will have a hearing to see what, if anything, will happen next. A group of folks went after P&M when they started getting drastically different power bills last May. It turns out that a meter reader with 5,000 accounts had been entering bad information. P&M reimbursed most of those folks, but some say they should be getting even more money back, that the company has not fixed all the problems.
A warning for you from the Internal Revenue Service about an email scam that is being sent to New Mexico taxpayers. Scammers are apparently posing as the IRS, telling you that you are due a refund and must create an e-fund account to get the money. Now, the IRS tells News 13 that this is not legit. IRS never initiates contact with the taxpayer. They only respond to inquiries or send a confirmation to e-flyers. Now, if you have any doubts about an email, it is best to contact the agency who allegedly sent it to you directly. A man accused of scamming Torrance County out of hundreds of thousands of dollars now says he did not do it. Yesterday, Chris Valdez pleaded not guilty to fraud and conspiracy charges and allegedly inflating costs on jobs and rigging bids with the help of County Manager Joy Ainsley. Now, Ainsley also pleaded not guilty in the case. She still remains on the job. Torrance County commissioners tell us they are operating under the presumption of innocence until proven guilty in this case.
Well, the two people police say are behind a string of bizarre car break-ins at ABQ Uptown are now behind bars. Police say George Sandoval and Brianna Keck had keys to 30 different kinds of cars and trucks and were using them to break in and help themselves to everything inside.
And what was really concerning for us were these jiggle keys, that what they call them, where they actually file down a key and try to get into your car. This guy has at least 30 keys on him from different auto makes: Acura, Honda, Chevy, Ford.
That is nuts to have that many keys to cars. Officers say they found cell phones, credit cards, and driver's licenses that were all stolen. Police are now trying to get all that stolen stuff back to its owners. And police in Santa Fe are still on the hunt for a guy who is stealing cash from Coke machines, and in one case, just stealing the whole machine. Officers say the guy has hit machines all around town 16 times since December, doing $8,000 in damage. He can't even be stealing that much money. There's no way. One vending machine company says it was so fed up it installed this hidden camera inside of a Coke machine to try to catch the guy. It got some good video of him. Then this week, police say the guy did something and ended up just stealing the whole machine outside of a store on St. Michael's Drive.